Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Today, I'm going to be making, thank you for coming to my channel, first of all. So, today, what I'm making for dinner for myself and what I feel like eating today, I'm going to be making some Asian tofu. Now, um, I don't have all the ingredients I need for this, but I have enough to give it that Asian flair. Okay? So let me show you what I have so far. I have my chopped up carrots and I have some green beans right here the carrots are already cut up, green beans right there. And I have some sliced bell peppers. I have my onions and I have some jalapenos. All in, no seeds out. What I have here is chopped up bell peppers that I microwave. And the reason why I did that is because I'm substituting because I do not have any green onions to put on the top. So this is already cooked and ready to go. And what I'm using for this dish today is just plain old soy sauce. I'm not using any other seasonings because the soy sauce has sodium 1,000 milligrams and 42%. So with that said, I'm not using any other salt content in this dish, just the soy sauce and some ginger. That's it, nothing else. Soy sauce and ginger. I also have 3 eggs. What I'm going to do with the eggs, I'm not going to eat the yolks. What I will do is I'm going to break the eggs, take away the yolks, and just use the egg white. Okay? It's time to go back shopping. I haven't ran out of a lot of stuff, but some of the dishes I want to make sometimes I don't have all the ingredients to make it, so I work with what I have. So this may not be the type of egg that I normally use, but like I said, I'm not going to use the yolks. I am going to use the egg white, okay? And so because you're a vegetarian, doesn't mean you can't have this egg, all right? As long as you don't use the yolk, you're good. For me, not only because I'm practicing being a vegetarian or a vegetarian, that I don't work with these. I work with them still, but I do not actually eat the yolk, and I hardly eat the egg white. But because I don't have any vegan eggs on hand, I am going to use these. That doesn't take away the fact that I'm still a vegetarian. It takes away nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna crack these and put away the yolk and just use the egg white. Now, this is the tofu that I'm using. It's already been drained. There's still probably a little bit more water in there, but it's already been drained. And I'm gonna slice it in cubes, maybe not too small. This is extra firm tofu. So as you can see, I've already drained most of the water out, and some of the water is still coming out. Um, so what I do, I just take a paper towel, put it over it, and just drain the rest of the water out. This is half a piece left from the last time I made a tofu dish. So, and sometimes with the tofu, you never can get all the water out of it. You just have to keep, you know, trying to squish it out. So what I have here, I have 5 cloves of garlic. You can see that, 5 cloves of garlic. And I'm actually going to turn the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. I've basically done everything already. I've already chopped up all my small veggies that's going to go in the dish. I already done that. So I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So right now, I am about to um, cut up the garlic, chop up the garlic. So hold on, guys. There you go. And if you can see what I'm doing, I am basically, you know, Given the garlic, I don't want to put the whole bulk garlic in there, so I'm gonna chop it up in this plate really nicely. And if you guys hear any yapping in the background, is of course the Food Network. I love the Food Network. However, um, there's one Food Network star on there that I really don't care for her dishes, and that's Trisha Yearwood. I don't think she can cook. She's always in the kitchen with somebody. I'm sorry. For your Trisha Yearwood fans out there, forgive me, but that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. So this is the garlic I'm cutting, and I'm just gonna cut them in little bitty pieces. Little bitty pieces. I don't want the whole one in there. I I keep garlic in my diet, guys. Garlic is a major part of my diet. Major part of my diet. I chew one on a daily basis. If I don't forget. And sometimes I do. I don't always chew it. Sometimes I forget. And with that, when I chew it, I drink a big glass of water along with that because, believe it or not, we do have bacteria in our gut, and this can kill a lot of things. Not to mention, it can prevent a lot of things as well. So, however you choose to eat garlic, whether it's the tablet or the raw garlic, or put it in your food every day, it's good for you. Now, I don't know about the tablet for the garlic. I don't know about that. I have no knowledge about that one. And so that's something I'm gonna actually research a bit more because I'm not taking no garlic pill every day. I much rather do this raw garlic because I think you get more benefits from the raw garlic than you do anything else. So this is, I think, the last one here that I'm gonna chop up for the dish, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the, the tofu. So this is the garlic that I've chopped up already. I'm just gonna add it over here to the rest of my low veggies. Now I have the jalapeno. All the seeds are still in because I want that heat. I have my sliced green bell peppers. I have onions and I have garlic. Over here I have my sliced carrots and my green beans. And I have the cooked diced bell pepper that I'm going to put over the dish once it's already done. So let me just clean this up. I'm going to clean this up. Like I told you guys, I'm allergic to dirt. I'm allergic to dirt. I don't do dirt. So now this is the tofu. Looks like it's nice and drained. Let me just make sure I got all the water out. This tofu is not going to be fried, so the water's going to come out nicely. So now let me just wash my knife a little bit. So yes, guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. And I hope everyone have a wonderful week this week. You know, now I'm slicing up the tofu like that. I may slice them again. Still thinking about it while I'm doing it. But since I didn't have a lot of tofu, this makes it look like it's a lot, right? So I'm slicing it up like that. And so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. I have 8 pieces of extra firm tofu that's already been drained. And I'm going to make this dish. Now, we all know tofu is something that will take on the flavor of anything. However you do it, it's going to take on the flavor of anything. So what I'm going to do with the tofu is I'm going to brown it. Okay? I'm going to brown it just slightly in the pan. Um, so that it will be nice and crunchy and go well with the dish. This is the egg. So with the egg, what I'm going to do, I'm going to break the eggs and just use the white part of the egg yolk. I'm sorry, the white, the egg white is what I'm going to use, not the yolk. I do not do egg yolks because I'm not going to clean it, but, you know, sometimes my cholesterol bounce back and forth. So I basically do not eat egg yolks at all because that's where it is. All that cholesterol. So I throw the yolks out. I throw the yolks out. And this was 3 eggs, 3 small eggs. We shall have a nice thing here, of egg whites, which is really, really good. Now I'm about to put the tofu in the pan, and you guys have seen all the ingredients. Pan's getting hot, so I'm gonna pull the camera back up. Hi. Now I'm going to go ahead and brown my tofu. Okay. Yeah, that sizzle. Putting the tofu in the pan, trying to brown it. But I don't want to just put it in the dish like that because I'm almost burned my hand, guys. Um, for one, it will, you know, break up, even though it's firm tofu. But I think it will still break up. So for this to brown nice, I'm gonna use a tad bit of butter, not a lot, a little bit, very little, because of the salt content. I'm not gonna use a lot of butter in this, just to give the frying pan something to work with. Yeah, so I won't have a lot of smoking. And really, the butter I'm using is not really, going on, really. Had a little mishap here. All right. Not really going on to the tofu. It's just actually will make the tofu brown even nicer. Basically, that's what it's doing. So it's not going to be abundance of salt here. All the salt content is coming from the all the salt content is going to be coming from the soy sauce that I'm going to use in the dish. Not this little bit of butter I'm adding to this to brown it. So yeah, very, very little. Okay? So I'm going to turn the stove down just a little bit while the tofu browns and gets just a little bit crusty. One of the things that I'm going to invest in this year is an air fryer because I think they're great. I seen one of my YouTubers, my YouTube friends, do her tofu in an air fryer, and it came out nice and crunchy. So thank you, girl, Asian at home. Thank you. I'm gonna get me an air fryer. I'm gonna make that investment, get me an air fryer so that I can, when I make my tofu dishes, I think it'd be better to air fry them. Absolutely great idea. So yes, just like I said, the tofu is browning really, really nicely. And I know for a fact that I didn't put a lot of butter in here, very, very little. And I'm gonna try to turn it over. You know that it's really, really delicate, guys. You gotta be careful turning it over. And once I turn it over, I'm gonna bring it closer so you guys can see exactly what I was saying about it browning, nicely with the butter. It has browned really nice on the first side. Now, I would say browning the tofu. You brown it for a minute on one side. You can see the tofu. It's browned very nicely. I'm going to put it back so you can brown on the other side. And it smells really good too. And that is because of the butter, y'all. Yeah. And like I said, I did very little butter, so there's not going to be an abundance of salt here. So once that's over, nice and brown, what I'm going to do is take it out of the frying pan. Then I'm going to pour my soy sauce in the frying pan. So this dish is actually going to be cooked in the soy sauce. And that's why I'm not using any other kind of seasoning. No other kind of salt. And I'm adding some powdered ginger to it. Ground ginger, Baker's Select ground ginger. Of course, I don't have regular ginger, but it's grocery shopping time. It's time to go back and do another haul. And let's see. I think I'm going to go on Saturday. Not sure yet, but I got another video coming up, so I'm going on Saturday to do my haul. And the tofu, I might now. I don't know. I might go do the grocery haul Saturday. Not sure yet, but look for that video. But let's see how the tofu's going. And it's still browning. I need it to brown nicely on that side. Yeah, it's still browning nicely over here. Yeah, so then I have the egg whites over here. And what I will do with the egg whites is I'll do this by itself because I'm not going to mix it in the dish. That's just nasty. I'm sorry. I'm not going to mix it in the dish. This is my recipe. And that's how I want to do it. I'm going to do it separately. And once the dish is completed, I'll put the egg white on top of the dish, which will, you know, make it my unique way. Yes. So let's see how the tofu is doing. The one thing about tofu, it doesn't take long, you know. Even a little bit of burnt is good. Now I have a non-stick frying pan, so it's just sliding around in the frying pan, and it's actually getting nice and crispy. So that is a good thing. Yes, 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 yes. It's actually getting really, really nice and crispy, and I can pick it up with a thumb, and it doesn't break because it's really, really crispy at the moment. So in order for this not to break up, I will take it out of the frying pan and I'm going to put it in a separate plate. I'll just put it in another frying pan, something nice and dry, because I don't want any moisture going onto it. So I can keep that crunch it has right now. Then I'm going to put the vegetables in the pan along with the soy sauce. It's going to get a little smoky in here, but it's okay. When you're cooking Asian dishes or any type of Asian dish, expect a little bit of smoke. You can expect a little bit of that. I was looking to see if I had some liquid smoke, guys, and I tell you, I've ran out of everything. Well, not everything. I still have a lot of stuff, but liquid smoke is one of those things you can use too. If you really, really want that smoky flavor, you can use the liquid smoke, and it actually will smell like you having a barbecue outside somewhere, you know. But yeah, this tofu is doing me proud today. Yes, it is doing me proud today because it's nice and crispy and it's browning very, very nicely. And I'm gonna try to get all the sides brown just a little bit. And with tofu, when you're doing it, sometimes you really have to hold it up to brown the sides of it. You have to do that sometimes. I think it's okay now. So there we go. This is the finished product. This is the tofu. I hope you guys can see it, and I know this camera doesn't do it a lot of justice, but it's actually nice and brown on both sides, very nicely brown. And I actually like the little bit of burnt that's on there because once I put the soy sauce, it's gonna give it that flavor, kind of makes it look grilled. But yeah, it browns very very nice. When actually the thing is still cooking. It's actually still cooking because the frying pan is very very hot. Another thing too, when you're making Asian dishes, normally you use very high heat because the way that it's done don't usually take long, guys. So I'm gonna take the tofu I made and put it in this little frying pan right here. I hope you guys can see. I put it in the frying pan. What I'm gonna do now is I remove the pan that I cooked the tofu in from the heat. I'm going to add the soy sauce because I know I'm gonna get some smoke. So I'm adding the soy sauce right now. You can see this is the soy sauce. Not a lot of smoke. I didn't get a lot of smoke. But I'm adding the soy sauce. I'm also going to add a tad bit of sugar. Very little. And I should have taken that out, but I didn't. But we're good. Like I said, smoke, guys, if you can see. So you have that sweet and savory kind of dish. Sweet and savory. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the veggies now. I've added the veggies to the soy sauce and a tad bit of sugar. I'm adding the sliced bell peppers, the jalapenos, the onions, and the garlic right now. This is going to be spicy, y'all. Just how I like it. Nice and spicy. So, I'm loving the way it's looking because the carrots give me that nice color. Now, this is my ginger I told you about. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of ginger, not a lot, because ginger can be overpowering, kind of like nutmeg. Nutmeg is a very overpowering spice, and so ginger can be that way too. So I'm not going to use a lot, but I am going to put enough in there to get that flavor so I can have that ginger flavor as well. So I'm adding just a little bit of ginger, and mind you, this stuff is just cooking in soy sauce, nothing else. And I tell you, if I had smell a camera, you would smell that. It smells like I'm in a Chinese restaurant. That's how it smells. So right now the vegetables are actually cooking in the soy sauce, and I'm gonna bring a close up so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. There you have it. Now, how Asian can that get? I'm sorry. You work with what you have, okay? You work with what you have. If you want to fix a dish and you have more than enough to fix that dish and you think you can put it together, do it. So, so let me go ahead and put this back on the stove. Let it continue to cook. It's going to continue to cook. And I'm going to increase the heat on it a little bit. I'm going to increase the heat. And the reason why is because, like I said, when you're making Asian dishes, it requires a lot of heat. You use a lot of heat because you still want that crunch from the carrots. You still want that crunch from your vegetables. You don't want it. You want it al dente. You don't want it all the way. You don't want it too soft. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it too soft. But you still want that crunch. And if you guys can see, I have put a lot more heat to it, and it's just going away right now. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a taste. What I'm going to do is I'm going to taste one of the carrots. Okay? Now, let's see how this tastes. Oh my God. This is good, guys. This is really good. I mean, really good. The carrots are still crunchy. The um, the peppers going in between just nicely. I'm, I'm gonna add a little more sugar. Just a little more sugar, and it will be time to add the tofu. As you can see, it's steaming really nicely over here. I hope you guys can see. It's steaming really, really nicely. So right now, I don't want the carrots or anything to lose their crunch. So I'm going to go ahead and add the tofu in there. Put the tofu right on top. And I'm going to give you a close-up now. This is my Asian tofu dish. I love that steam coming from it. And it's going to steam right through the tofu, give it that flavor. Tofu takes on any flavor you mix it with, anything. So I'm going to put it back on the stove. And I'm going to turn down the heat. I'm going to turn down the heat. And I'm just going to mix. I'm just really right now at this point, just mixing the tofu in, making sure it gets that soy sauce, not wanting everything to dry out. And not adding any more soy sauce because of the salt content. And the dish is done. It's done because I didn't want the veggies to be very very soft. So they still have that crunch. The tofu still has a crunch, and it is done. So this is my Asian tofu with soy sauce and ground ginger. Those are the only two seasonings I use for this dish. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I will be posting videos. I will try to post a video every week. I'm not sure if I can do it every day because I do work full time, but I will try to post every day. I mean, every week. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Wherever you are in the world, be safe. God bless you. And until my next video, everyone have a great Sunday, great Monday, great Tuesday, whenever you see this video. I thank you for watching. Subscribe. Bye-bye.